Today we're looking at some of the common species of amateur photographers that you can spot in the wild. Here we see Streetus togus in its natural environment, the urban jungle. A quiet and lone figure, he waits there patiently, observing his prey. He stands there motionless to blend into the environment. And then he pounces. In a prime area of photographic interest, we have one Photographus bombus, a territorial creature. Once they spot another species of the Photographus family marking their spot, the bombus creeps in and makes it his. He marks this territory as his own. At first, the regular Photographus ignores him, but the bombus persists, and some more, until he forces the other Photographus out. Arguably, the heavyweight of the Photographus family is the Gearhorus. He is well protected by the thick layers of equipment that ladens his torso. As useful as his coat of equipment is, it is more for display of his prowess in acquiring stuff. In mating season, the Gearhorus elaborately grows a thicker coat of equipment to intimidate other rival Photographuses. The Instagrammanus, affectionately known as the selfie shooter. Actually, why does this have to be a girl? Sexist? Yeah, that's better. There has been an abundant growth in numbers of this species in the wild in recent years, commonly seen anywhere and everywhere. Some have even evolved to have stick-like protrusions from their body to improve their selfie ability. A close relative to the Instagrammanus is the hipster. They usually hang around in groups, a rather social animal. They attempt to tread on ground that others prefer not to, and to partake in activities that are not quite so mainstream. Their photos reflect this. The Photographus touristus is an interesting breed. Their migration patterns are most intriguing, yet inconsistent. Some prefer to visit frozen tundras, whereas some prefer more humid climates. Some migrate alone, some in flocks, but most share the common characteristic of taking photos of things the indigenous Photographuses find not so interesting. Here we see Shootus titus, who is cleverly blended into the environment thanks to his ability to change attire so as to not catch the attention of the birds. He is almost impossible to spot and lethal with the ability to strike from a long distance using his long lens. Here we see 3 individual Foodygrammuses out in the wild. Although at a young age they are taught not to play with their food, in adulthood, they spend time messing with their food or drink and then photographing it before they devour. They're more interested in how the food looks than the act of eating the food. This is a rare glimpse of the long-limbed, flexible yogi tog. He rarely comes out to play, but when it's ready to mate, the male yogi comes out to put on his mating dance. It is both elegant and majestic. Even then, it never means success when it comes to finding a female to copulate with. Stay tuned for the next episode where we watch street photographers mating in the wild.